Hey everybody, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well today. So we are going to have a conversation with the pendulum and the pendulum map with Helena Blavatsky. I realized that I did a video where we asked her questions. If you guys don't know who she is, really interesting. She was born in the 1800s and she actually paved the way for psychics like Edgar Cayce. So really interesting to learn about her, but it's see, I already forget how to pronounce her name. That's my dyslexia. So Helena, but I think by the time I got down to the rest of that video, I was calling her Helena. So Helena, it's just not a word that's really familiar to me. So Helena. Okay, Helena Blavatsky. So I apologize if I start saying her name differently, just flow with it, okay? All right. So if you have not seen Pendulum Messages, I do have a whole playlist. I will post that playlist right here in the corner actually, I will put the Helena Q&A we did with the dowsing rods. I will put that video here, and up here I will put the Pendulum and Oracle playlist. If you want to go in there, there's so many people we've been talking to. We recently talked to Renee Good. We talked to Rob Reiner, Jesus. I'm looking at Martin Luther King Jr., Dolores Cannon, Buddha, Edgar Cayce we did, Jane Goodall, just so many. And their messages are amazing. So I really love this little series that we have going on. So I usually do a Q&A with somebody who's already in spirit, and then ask them if they want to do a pendulum message with me. And then Helena said yes. I almost called her Helena again. So Helena said yes, she would like to. So let's go ahead and I'll say the prayer, and then I'll bring you down, and in real time, we'll chat with her. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and all of those of the highest and purest light, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, our community, the lead team collective, so it is all of the highest and purest light. Amen. Lead team, hello. Thank you so much for your guidance and support of our community. Really appreciate it. So we were actually talking with Helena Blavatsky, and in a previous conversation with the dowsing rods with you guys. And she said she was interested in giving us some pendulum messages. Is that still the case? Yes? Okay. Should we call, regardless if I'm pronouncing the name right, you still know who we're talking about, right? Yes. Okay. Some people will be like, you're not pronouncing her name right. It's not her. Yes, it is. It is. The energy knows who I'm trying to pull in. So, okay. So can we go ahead and pull Helena in, please? All right. Helena, thank you so much for being here again. Very interesting, your life here as Helena. Understanding that you are currently having other lifetimes. Yes. Okay. And you said you had some pendulum or some messages, or you'd like to have a conversation through the pendulum with me? Awesome. Okay. So what I'd like to do first, Helena, is just make sure that let's go ahead and clear my energy so that my biases, my human biases, all that don't get in the way of your messaging, okay? I'm not sure that's the case, but let's just go ahead and clear that anyways. Oh, I forgot to mention in my other videos that I recorded today, I have a friend, Sean. Hi, Sean. I don't know if she'll listen to this one, but we got together for coffee the other day, and she had seen some psychics in the town that we live in. And like face to face, she saw them. And one of them, she was talking about pendulums and dowsing rods. And my friend Sean she just said, oh, my friend does that on YouTube. And they were talking about whether, she'd ever consider doing it on YouTube or whatever. And she said, I believe, and I've heard other people say that you do have to be careful with the tools. And sometimes you don't know if it's you or something like your energy, or that you're really talking to your spirit guides. And this psychic said, well, let me tap into Karen. And she said that I am communicating with the spirit world, and that a lot of the times it is my mom who's assisting. And which doesn't surprise us, because when my sister and I started this, we fully felt, first of all, we always love the 333, that number. My mom has always come to visit me with that number ever since she transitioned. And so 333, Betsy, Karen, Marcia. And even though Lava and Jared, not to discount you, but Marcia and I, when we first started this, I've always said that mom's a part of this. So very cool. Like, kind of lined us up. Like, the timing of us being all lined up together the way we were in our family was not by accident to do what we're doing here. So anyway, so that was good confirmation. I mean, I was really glad to hear that, because of course my SGs will say, yes, it is us, but it's nice to get that confirmation and, from someone else, So thank you, Sean, for asking that. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk to Helena. No, Helena. No, Helena. Oh, you guys are so frustrating. It's frustrating. It's happened my whole life, so I'm kind of used to it. You may not be used to me doing it, but all right. Okay, Helena, what is the first letter of your first word, please? What would you like us to know? What would be a helpful message from the spirit world for those of us in the community here? I suppose I could start asking specific questions, but I do like to see what they're going to say. Okay, is that a W? No. Is that a J? It's probably a just. They do like to use the word just, like, just do this. Is the first word just? Okay, so just. I don't know why they've tapped into that kind of language, but all right, just what? Just what? Okay, is that an M? Okay, M. A. K. So make, just make. Okay, just make what? Now I'm kind of bopping around, you guys. Like, I just scratched myself, like I just scratched my face, not in a bad way, but just had an itch. But, when you're using this, like, it's not, I can really feel like their energy. It doesn't matter if I bop around, the energy's going to move. So, and I can tell sometimes if I pulled away, I could say, oh yeah, I pulled that. But okay, so just make. Oh, what is this? Is that a G? Okay, is that a T? Huh. What do you guys think it is? Just make. I'm not picking up anything. Okay, T. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I think we have a political message coming. R. U. This is funny. I had no idea it would be a political message. All right. So are you saying Trump? M. Just make Trump. Okay. I have a feeling what she's going to say here. All right. Just make Trump what? Yeah, that's funny. Is that an L? Well, yeah, we would like to make him leave, but maybe I'll expand this a little bit. Are you saying just make Trump leave? All right, so she's saying yes. Are you referring to, is this your way of encouraging us to ignore him? Yes. Or are you physically saying we should make him leave, like leave the United States or leave Earth? No. Okay, she's starting to move to no. All right, so you're saying this, you want us to, are you using Trump as are you using him as an example of a 3D? Okay, which she could have said just leave the 3D, right? But she used this as an example. Okay, so just make Trump leave. Okay, so it's a 3D to 5D. Just make Trump leave. Funny. All right. Okay, first message. Just make Trump leave. So it's a 3D, so ignore him, basically. Ignore him. Nobody has ever gotten under my skin like he does. How many people, I know there are people here probably like him and that's okay, but how many people, he is, I don't know. Nobody is, I can't even like hear the guy's voice. And this has been going on since 2016. This is I mean, even before then, it's just, he's such a bully. I am so, my energy is so put off by his energy. It's crazy. Crazy. Okay, thank you, Helena. So what other messages do you have for us? Or do you want to tell us more about that? So just make Trump leave. Like what exactly? Let's have her spell it out. Why is that an important message for us today? Why is that an important message for us today? Okay, is that a G? No, a T? Okay, she's moving towards the yes. All right. So T. So I just switched hands. That's why it's bobbling around a little bit. It doesn't work quite as well with well, at least it feels awkward, me holding it in my left hand, but. Okay, T. O. Huh, interesting. N, Ton. Ton. Is ton the word? Ton? Is that the whole word? Yes. Okay. Ton. Oh, interesting. O. F. Okay. Okay. Ton of. Let's see if she's going to spell out what I kind of have in my mind. Okay. Yeah. B. This came to me. I don't know why. So ton of bricks. Okay. So she wants us to know that he's a ton of bricks. Is that your message? Ton of bricks? Yes. Okay. So ton of bricks. So I just said why that message. Ton of bricks. Okay. What do you guys think about that? Ton of bricks. What do you think about that? He's just a ton of bricks. He's full of hot air, right? Okay. And again, we're not looking at him specifically. This is he is playing a very specific role. We all are, but his is like, wow, right? And it's really bringing a lot out of, in a lot of different ways, and all of us. there's probably no one who has moved things one way or the other who has been so controversial, right? And I can see now how that's probably needed to bring stuff out that's been going on for a long time that we weren't aware. And it's not that he is getting like, it's not that I'm giving him credit for bringing it out. His narcissism can't help it. He's just, it's so obvious. And now we're like, oh, that's what's been going on, Okay, so Helena, sorry, see, I reverted back. Helena, what else do you have for us? Any other messages for us today? Okay, is that an L? Okay, L. O. V. So is this love? Okay, love. Y. I'm assuming that's a Y. Is that a Y? Could have been an L. Yes, okay. Love, Y. Is that an O? Okay, so O. Are you saying love your? Just help her out a little bit. Love your. Okay, love your what? Ah, okay. L. Is that an L? Are you saying love your life? Love your life. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, it's really interesting because the dichotomy between, depending on how you feel about the 3D stuff, and again, Trump just representing the 3D, you can get, if you get too wrapped up in that, right? It's harder to love your life. Where it's at if we spend too much time letting whatever the 3D is doing, and again, it's just a representation of the 3D. If we focus too much on that, it is kind of hard to love your life, isn't it? If you're spending it in anger or irritation or whatever. So love it. Great messages. All right. Any other messages for us today? And we might get a pendulum message from her. Okay. Well, thank you for the wisdom. Really appreciate it. Do you have a pendulum message? An oracle message for us? Looks like she does. Okay, cool. All right, I have my cards here, you guys. So I will go ahead and shuffle these and see. I'll just bring you up for a second. Let's see which card she wants to use to give us a message. I'm always glad. Rob, was it Rob or who didn't have a message for us? One time somebody's like, nope, I don't have a message. Oh, it was Dr. King. He didn't have a message through the oracle. I was like, oh, I guess I could have pulled him anyways, but from the lead team. But okay, so these cards just popped. So let's see if one of those is one of them is kind of interesting in terms of Helena. Okay, Helena, did you want me to use Return of Spirit? Yeah, really wide swing. Okay. Did you want me to use any others? No. Okay. Yeah, Return of Spirit, which is just kind of interesting being her background as a psychic when she was on Earth in the early 1800s. So kind of interesting. Return to Spirit. Okay, I will be right back and grab that deck. Well, this is pretty cool because I don't even think I've ever used this deck. This is like the first time I'm using this. I believe I got this from somebody in the community, so thank you so much. And I just don't think I've ever used it. So how exciting that she brought this up. I love that. All right, I did have a couple fall already. Okay, so Helena, any other cards, any other message? I can't wait to use this deck. Okay, that one just kind of popped up. And see what messages she has. This is cool. Oh, whoa, 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 that one. Okay, so 2 just popped in there. Okay, so let's see if I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see if any of those is what she has in mind. Okay, Helena, did I grab the right card that you wanted to talk with us about? Yes. Okay, do you want me to pull any others from the deck? No. All right, do you want me to read card number 1 on top? No. Card number 2? No. Card number 3? Yes. Card number 4? Nope. Card number 5? No. Okay, so only card number 3? Okay, let's see what it is. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so, oh, interesting. I did see that as it popped up. Storm. So take a look at the image. See if there's anything you pick up color-wise. Probably shouldn't have told you the word first, but let's read and see. So this is called Return of Spirit, this deck. Return of Spirit. Storm. What does that mean? Let's see what message she has for us. All right. So we all have to pass through difficult times in our lives. When things get tough, our vision and understanding can often become clouded. The feeling of being alone in it all, and even feeling abandoned by spirit in your darkest hour, can be overwhelming. But you are not alone at all. Hold on and hang in there. Every storm eventually passes. Now remember what she's, she gave us a sign of the, a message of the 3D. Probably understanding how intense the 3D is right now for a lot of reasons. This will not last forever, she says. This card is here to remind you that you really do have the strength and courage to survive anything that comes your way. Now, if you listen to her story that I talk about in the previous video, again, I'll pop it up right here at the end. She had amazing courage to do what she was doing in the early 1800s and moving around the way she did. It was amazing. So Spirit is here supporting you in every step you take. Clouds always part and the sun will make its way through once again. It is important to remember that whatever you are going through right now is for your highest learning and understanding. Remember, love your life, even when it's hard. This card, well, and the question is, does it even need to be hard? It's really how we look at stuff, right? This card may come to you if you are having difficulty in your relationship with others. Yeah. People who unalive people just for no reason, who work for the federal government. Yes, we have problems with those, right? So this card may come to you if you are having difficulty in your relationship with others. It is vital to remember that underneath anger is hurt. Forgiveness for yourself and others is a key to moving forward and healing this. This brings up the Ho'oponopono prayer. So if you've never heard of that, check that out. Okay, Ho'oponopono. Okay. So forgiveness for yourself and others. What role do you play in all the, what role did your spirit play in all the 3D stuff that's going on right now? You don't know. We've had through so many reincarnations. You would know if you were able to access the Akashic records, what role your soul played. But the Ho'oponopono prayer allows you to say, hey, whatever role I've played in this, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to say thank you. So this card also comes if you are experiencing any type of crisis, whether it is in your daily life or within your inner being. I'm really feeling strongly based on her messages that she is referring to the stuff that's going on in our governments around the world right now. okay? The authoritarian, all that kind of stuff, all right? That's kind of where she's leaning into this. It's interesting. We're in a storm right now, but we will pass through it. We will pass through it, which is amazing confirmation for us. Just know that it is happening to enable you to bring what is not yet in alignment of your highest good and what no longer serves you. So the stuff that's coming up right now is no longer serving us. We just needed to see it, and we haven't been able to see it until someone like F45 has brought it to our attention. This is your opportunity to make any needed changes in your life and to heal some very deep wounds from the past. Just know that you will survive this with your sanity intact. You will be stronger. I'm just laughing because it just matches so much of what's going on in the world right now. For a lot of people, not for everybody. You will be stronger, more understanding, and more compassionate with yourself and others. Have faith in yourself, faith that you can and will make it through this. Spirit is here to support you as you find your own light at the end of the tunnel. Very cool. Thank you, Helena. What an amazing message. I love this. Oh my gosh. I want to use this deck more often. That was really cool. Okay, you guys, I will link this in the description if you want to take a look at it. It's not a lot of times people will ask, so we always have a link in the description. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.